Today we are starting new topic as a magnetic field due to electric current. Now regarding this magnetic field due to electric current, the primary information you have studied in 11th standard. In 11th standard what we have seen, that is, if we are considering any conductor and through that conductor whenever current I will be flowing, due to flow of this current I, there will be a production of magnetic field surrounding to this conductor. So if I am considering now, if this pen is the conductor and through this conductor whenever current is flowing, surrounding to this conductor there will be a production of magnetic field. So this shape of the bangle will give us the production of magnetic field, and this direction of this magnetic field will be given by your right hand. This right hand rule also you have studied. That is, if you hold a conductor in your right hand such that is outstretched thumb gives the flow of current, then the curled finger around the conductor will give us the direction of magnetic field. This already we have studied. Now from this concept means I can say that here is the production of magnetic field and direction of that magnetic field will be given by the curled finger. So now if I am saying that this is the conductor through which current I will be flowing, so due to flow of this current I at some distance r, there will be a production of magnetic field, and in place of this at a distance r, that is at point P, if I keep another conductor, then this another conductor, second conductor, will be under the influence of magnetic field. Because if I hold the conductor in the right hand, the direction of magnetic field is inside. So this arrow will indicate the direction of magnetic field inside. And here is the flow of current through this second conductor also. So this second conductor will experiences a force towards the first conductor. Now this concept you have to consider in the chapter. That is, whenever a conductor due to flow of current produces a magnetic field, then that conductor will experiences a certain force. Now what that force is, so now that force I am going to call it as a magnetic force. So this magnetic force I can call it as a Fm. So when current is flowing means charges are moving. So this is the conductor through which current I will be flowing. So current I will be flowing means there will be a flow of charge, that is minus charge. Charge on electron is minus E. So charge on electron is minus E. So this charge will experiences a certain force when they are moving with certain velocity v. So minus E, that is a charge on electron, into v cross b, where v is the velocity vector quantity, b is the magnetic field vector quantity, and force is also a vector quantity. This is the case, this is the magnetic force when current will be flowing through a conductor. In general, I can say that this Fm can be written as, instead of as an electron, I can consider a charge as a q. It may be positive, it may be negative. Vector v cross vector p. Now if I solve this cross product, so if I solve the cross product, I will get it Fm, that is the magnitude of magnetic force, is equal to q v b sine theta into unit vector n. This unit vector n will give us the direction of force. Now how that direction of force will be there? That direction of force will be in the perpendicular formed by the vector v and vector b. Means graphically how you can represent that? You can say that if I am saying that your conductor will experiences a magnetic field along x-axis, positive x-axis, your field will be, charges will be moving along the positive y-axis, that is velocity vector will be along the positive y-axis. So x and y-axis, b is along magnetic field is along x-axis, V is along y-axis. Means angle between velocity and magnetic field, this angle is nothing but 90 degree. If it is 90 degree, your magnetic force, which is equal to QVB sin theta into unit vector I, unit vector n, can be written as QVB sin 90, because angle between vector B and vector V is 90 degree. So sin 90 is 1, means what I can say that here I am getting, which is equal to QVB into unit vector, where unit vector gives the direction of Fm. Now how it is? This is your magnetic field along x-axis. Here is your magnetic field along, velocity vector is along y-axis. So your force will be along positive z-axis. So here will be your force will be coming. Clear? Or if I am saying that this reverse thing will happen. Here velocity is along x-axis, B is along y-axis. So here is what? Your cross product is what? V cross B, means your velocity vector will be rotating towards the magnetic field, means your direction of force will be outward. If reverse thing will be there, that is, this is your B and here is your V, so your thumb will go inside and your vector V cross B, means your thumb will be rotating along the anti-clockwise. So at that time direction of force is inside the plane, means it is along negative z-axis. So according to that rotation V cross B, you have to decide the direction of force. According to that, the direction of force will goes on changing. But now if I am saying that your velocity vector and your magnetic vector, if your velocity vector and your magnetic vector both are parallel, means your theta value will reduces to 0 degree, and at that time force experienced by the conductor will be 0. Why? Because your Fm is equal to QVB sine of 0 degree Celsius, and sine of 0 is 0. So force experience will be coming as to be 0. Then means I am getting here, if your vector B is perpendicular to vector B, your force experience will be nothing but QVB unit vector n. If your vector B is parallel to vector B, your force experienced will be 0. And if your vector V is making certain angle, there is a certain angle between vector V and vector B, then your Fm can be written as a QVB sin theta into unit vector n. So this is about the magnetic force. But now if conductor will be under the action of both the field, that is your magnetic field